Hey everybody, it's Jay Kitchen from jaysbeard.com. I hope you're doing awesome today. We're going to be doing a review of a scent from the folks over at Aedes.com. You've heard me talk about this house many times. I get a lot of my decants from them. They are a niche perfume retailer, but they also have their own line of scents. And what we're going to be reviewing today is their Copal Azur. Check out the bottle it comes in. I really like the way these guys package their scents. They're quite nice. I mean, the flagons are very cool. We picked up a sample straight from Aedes, and I have to say, there's a long discussion about what this is all about and what the origins are of it, which we'll get into momentarily. I sprayed this on myself about 6 hours ago. It's pretty intense. I sprayed it on, and about an hour after I sprayed it, I had to drive to meet someone, and it was really filling up the car. I'd closed windows, and it was really a lot. There was a lot going on. And the most prominent comment that I would say I noticed about this scent, it's very incense-like, which is not ironic because that's kind of what they talk about on the website. For instance, suave clouds of burning copal whirling over Tulum inspire a beachy scent like no other. Mayan incense rising from age-old temples, lashes of sea spray and whiffs of the jungle where the jaguar lurks. Aedes de Venustas Copal Azur exhales the lush, spiritual vibes of sacred Tulum. The Mayan incense copal is the muse of Copal Azur, brought to life by perfumer Bertrand Duchaufour in 2014, who also authored Aedes de Venustas' first scent, Signature. Incense is an olfactory thread that runs through much of the Aedes de Venustas collection. This millennia-old burnt offering to the gods at the very origin of perfumery, since the word perfume itself springs from the Latin perfumare, which translates through smoke. Who better than Duchaufour to whisk incense from the church into the seaside jungle? Strikingly similar to frankincense, copal, whose name means incense in Nahuatl, can be extracted from a variety of trees native to Central and South America. And much like frankincense in ancient Egypt or Greece, it was burned by the Mayans and Aztecs to feed the gods. There's more that I'm going to read, but I want to spray this so we get a little bit of freshy going on here. So as I spray it, I do get the incensey, and I also get that oceanic, ozonic, or ozonic, however you want to pronounce it, scent running through it. Today, it is still used in Mexico for spiritual purposes. That's the copal they're referring to. Since copal resin cannot be used as a perfume ingredient, 3 different extractions of frankincense are used to conjure it from top to base notes, making up an extravagant 30% of the formula. Aedes de Venustas co-founder Carl Bradl was drawn to the scent while cycling on the coast of the Yucatan Peninsula through copal-laced air towards the natural reserve Sian Kaan, which translates as Gate to Heaven. Just as the Mayan citadel looms over Tulum's lush beachside paradise, a steep mineral cliff of incense dominates the olfactory landscape of Copal Azur. Ozonic and salty notes call to mind the Caribbean Sea and the local cenotes, the subterranean freshwater pools that dot the Yucatan Peninsula. A flash of green references lush Mexican jungles, cardamom peeks through the wet, woody undergrowth of patchouli and myrrh, and a touch of almond-scented tonka bean and amber for the jaguar god of terrestrial fire reference the roundness of the copal and the burning of its embers. Copal Azur is hypnotic, spiritual, and forceful, a wildly transporting perfume with an iconoclastic expression of incense at its core. It is really frankincense-y. I mean, there's also some myrrh going on in here, but it's very incensey. And I really like it. If you've been watching the channel for a minute, you've kind of figured out that I do like incensey and sort of smoky scents. The main accords in this scent are amber, warm and spicy, smoky, balsamic, salty, aromatic, and ozonic. The top notes are incense, salt, and ozonic notes. The middle notes are incense, cardamom, and patchouli. And the base notes are incense, myrrh, amber, and tonka bean. This is a very, I'm going to use the word special, and maybe unique is a more appropriate use of the language. It is really, really nice. It's got a, if you like incense fragrances, if you like amber, I'm not going to say this is an amber scent because I just reviewed something from Les Indomables, their Amber Supreme, and I wear the Grand Soir, which is denominated an amber scent. They're very different than this. This is very incense heavy, and it's really got that frankincense and myrrh vibe. It's really, really, I really, really enjoy it. Whether or not you might, I can't say. I do believe it is unisex, more likely to be worn in the colder weather, which is kind of ironic since the Copal comes from the Yucatan, which is pretty warm. So I guess you could wear it in any season. I think it might wear better on you, or it may wear you better in the colder months. But I'm going to give it a run when it's kind of warm out here, which we're in the Pacific Northwest, so goodness knows when that's going to be. It's not like we're in Florida or anything like that, or the Southwest. It's really nice. I would suggest, if you're interested in this kind of scent, because it's not for everybody, picking up a little sort of a decant from Aedes de Venustas. They're probably, I think it's about $7 for that little 1.5 or 2 milliliter sprayer. Quite nice. I would highly recommend this. And in fact, this is definitely on my to pick up list. I mean, I have the Incense Rory from Amouage. They're a tar, which is a very different kind of perfume in the sense that you only use like one drop of it. This, you know, I sprayed this arm pretty heavily, about half a dozen sprays. The longevity is there. You don't have to worry about that. It's at least 6 to 8 hours, no problem, at least smelling it yourself. As to anybody else, you know, if they're up close on you, they're going to smell it. Projection, I think projection is there. I don't really know, but just from sitting in my vehicle, wearing this for 20 minutes and having to roll down the window because it was getting pretty intense, tells me it is a projector. So you may want to be careful in terms of applying this if you're just starting out with this scent. It's really good though. I really, really like it. Again, it's a I don't think it's an acquired taste, but either you like it or you don't. And most of the reviews that I've read online, like at Fragrantica, I don't think they've got many reviews on Lucky Scent, if any at all, are highly positive. It's very unique, very unusual, and it's really special. I mean, these guys pulled it off with this. This scent, out of the 3 or 4 or 5 that I've tried from Aedes Venustas, is my favorite. I do like the Café Tabac, but this is a very different, not a tobacco scent. This is definitely incense. Some may say amber, but I definitely get that frankincense and myrrh going on here from the Copal. It's really, really nice. Thank you for watching. If you liked the review, please subscribe, smash that thumbs up button, and hit the notifications bell. Please be kind to fellow human beings and their critters. Stay lifted, stay well groomed, and stay smelling freaking awesome. And we will catch you on the next one. We love you. Cheers, everybody.